Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you like diamond painting, I share a lot of diamond painting related videos here and would love to have you subscribe. Today I am here with my weekly WIP and Chat. Now, WIP stands for work in progress. In this case, I'm going to be working on a diamond painting, and chat just means that we're going to chat and spend the next hour or so together catching up and just talking about life, crafting, all the things. So, like I said, I'm working on a diamond painting. It's called Medusa. It is from Diamond Art Club and the artist Chrisabug. And here's the original artwork if you're curious. I've completed about up to here, actually like partway through her face and partway, through the snake's face. And we're starting in on, I know it's not going to be super terribly exciting, but this little section right here, lots of just dark colors. Maybe we'll zip through some color blocking, or we'll see if there's some unexpected confetti in this section. We'll see together. But I think this kit is currently out of stock on the Diamond Art Club website, but as of the time of this filming, you can still sign up for a back in stock email and or add it to your wish list if you want to try to get your hands on it later. So as far as what accessories I'll be using, and I'll have these linked below in the description box if you'd like to check out any of these. This pen is from C'est Plus Beau à Tour. I got this a while back. I haven't bought from them in a while. I think they moved to doing basically only kind of like random name pick, like right to buy on their Facebook group, and I haven't been good about entering for those, but this pen, I felt like the color scheme really suited this painting. And then I'm going to be using Naturama's Mud in my single placer in the scent Baking Pecan Brownies. And then I'm going to be using Randa's Crafty Corner Putty and my multi-placer. The tray is from Cat Proof Trays. It's been a little while since I've used one of their trays here on my channel and wanted to show them some love. And then this minder is from, I believe, Galloway's Gallery. So, that's that. Let me get my putty switched over in this one to some Randa's Crafty Corner putty. What's in here is the Diamond Art Club wax putty that they just recently released, and I tried it out for the first time in my WIP and Chat last week, and I have to apologize, my friends, because after I finished filming that WIP and Chat, and as I was kind of uploading it and everything, I realized, oh no, I never kind of shared my thoughts on this putty with you guys at the end of the video like I like to do in my WIP and Chats. I like to test out new to me accessories and whatnot in my WIP and Chats, because then we can kind of try them out live together. I can share what my learnings are with you in real time, and then at the end of my WIP and Chats, when I remember, I share with you guys what my thoughts are. So that being said, again, apologies that I forgot to do so at the end of the last WIP and Chat. Hello, cat. I don't know if I heard that little brrr. Oh, there it is. Hi. That's my cat. My cat Skip. Really, it's my oldest son's cat more than anything. He's our dream cat and is just such a love, but he just ran upstairs. My husband's going to give him some attention. I think that was his way of summoning for it. Anyway, so the Diamond Art Club putty, wax putty. I liked it, but I feel like there is a learning curve with it, and I need to spend some more time with it. And I almost thought about using it again in this video, but I really enjoy featuring small shops. As much as I can. So I will work on using it, the Diamond Art Club putty, some more this week, and I will report back to you guys in next week's WIP and Chat, because I didn't find myself really reaching for the pen that had it loaded up in it this past week. So yeah, I'll get back to you. My first impressions are, I think I'm really going to like it once I figure out sort of how to navigate using it a little bit more easily. It was a putty that seemed to really want to kind of come off just a little bit on the diamonds if it was at all overfilled, as opposed to like Randa's Crafty Corner putty. I find that I actually do best when it is slightly overfilled, whereas Diamond Art Club, that wax putty, it seemed to be happiest and worked the best for me when it wasn't overfilled at all, and was quite all of this excess taken off. But I'm not sure. I need to keep messing with it and see what I think. I realized I didn't measure off my sections here. Yeah, I'm at just 12 centimeters at the moment. Oh, no, I'm going to need that. This kit did come with the perforated plastic cover. However, I my thoughts about the perforated plastic cover. It's not for me. I think that it's a great idea and a great concept. And I know that there's a lot of people that love it, but it's not for me personally because of how I prefer to diamond paint. I like to choose my section sizes. I think I talked about this in a little bit more detail in a recent WIP and Chat. And it's very, if you love it, I love it for you. It's just, it's not for me. I did see someone, I think, comment on, it was in a Facebook post in a group that was talking about it. And they said, I think the people that don't like it just haven't had the chance to get used to it yet. And I was like, no, that's not why. Like, I don't think that I'm ever going to necessarily like prefer it, just because for me personally and how I prefer to diamond paint, I want to be able to choose my size sections based on my painting. And have I never used this pen before? This tip is completely clean. Wow, I thought I had used this pen before. Huh. Okay. Well, that makes this part easier anyway. But yeah, so it did come with the perforated plastic cover, but I'm not using it. I'm using the washi tape. I saw Diamond Art Club posted a video clip on a post in the VIP group where you could see some of the dotted lines that they're trialing on the further updated perforated paper, and I just will have to see how I feel about it until I see it in person. I don't love the idea of it breaking up the image, but I understand the logic behind it. So I don't know, you guys, but at least, you know, for the moment with this kind of plastic, clear plastic cover, I'm able to continue to use it the way that I want to without it being super distracting, just mildly distracting. And it's thick. The plastic paper is thicker, and so it's a little bit harder to like hold back, but make it work. We make it work. Okay. Where did it go? Oh, there it went. Cats are losing their minds. Anyway, looks like this, you guys. This is confetti. This has been cracking me up on the sides of this canvas. There has been, I can zoom in even a little bit more so you can see closer when I diamond paint. There's been a fair amount of confetti in the blending on the sides of this canvas. And it's taking me a lot longer to get through, but it's, you know, it's okay. It's just, and it looks really good, but I just am not used to this level of confetti from Diamond Art Club. By the way, if you haven't seen cat-proof trays before, this color looks like it needs to be wiped off. Like, did that get dusty or something? Anyway, they come with these lids that really grab onto it really well. And in like the on the Etsy listing for this, they have a video that's literally someone just like chucking these and demoing that like the lids just don't come off. So if you have cats or kids and you want to be able to leave the diamonds that are in there and walk away, you could put that lid on, and it's, you know, nothing bad's gonna happen. Diamonds will stay in there. So anyway, hello again, welcome in. How are you doing today? Happy Monday. As of the time this is going up, I am filming this as usual on Sunday evening and winding down the weekend, getting ready for another week. It was a pretty relaxing weekend here. It felt very cozy because it was raining here in Southern California, which it so rarely does. But we're in what's technically, kind of the tail end of our rainy season. We'll be shifting into summer weather here and getting a lot less rain before we know it. But I am enjoying kind of the coziness of the rain and cool weather before we really move into summer, because I'm not a fan of the heat, as you may know if you have been around my channel for a minute. But yeah, it was a good weekend, and yeah, I'm enjoying working on this diamond painting. I actually got a fair amount of work on it done yesterday, and I am loving how it's coming together. I was a little nervous when I started it. I wondered if the darker color scheme would start to feel tedious or if I wouldn't enjoy working on it, but I think I just so thoroughly enjoy Chrisabug's artwork, and there's something about this that it doesn't feel tedious at all. It's very, very relaxing and enjoyable to work on. I have to say that I am finding that the drill quality on this has been really good. I think it's better than the last square kit I worked on from Diamond Art Club, where I'm finding that there's less trash than I experienced in a recent new release. And so, I'm hopeful that they're working on continuing to make some improvements and listening to feedback when there are issues. But yeah, I was nervous about that too, because I thought, oh, all these dark colors, am I going to run into trash, and is it going to be tedious and difficult and a headache to try to place all these dark diamonds? I've been challenging myself a little bit as far as diamond painting goes to see how many diamonds do I feel like I can comfortably pick up and single place with a multi-placer. I think the most I've really gotten up to is 5. Like I have 5 on here now. And I'm just seeing if I can get away with, oh, nope, see, that one didn't come off well. Sometimes, especially if there's other diamonds that have been placed close by, that doesn't totally work out. But gosh, single placing with a multi-placer is a really nice way to save time and zip through some confetti sections sometimes. I have been curious I'm curious about multi-placers, where I've been using these thin metal multi-placers from Diamond Art Club basically since they launched. And as soon as I tried them out, I was like, this is it. I'm never going back. This is exactly the right fit for sort of my diamond painting style, how I multi-place. And I wonder, because I have just a bag of these metal multi-placers that I'd gotten from AliExpress. Thankfully, I had not paid too much for them at all. At the time, they were kind of the thinnest option that was out there. But these Diamond Art Club ones are even thinner, and I just, like I said, I don't see myself going back to those AliExpress ones again. But I wonder what it would be like if they would feel really thick and clunky to me at all. Yeah, no, I love these Diamond Art Club. This is, I think, the 12 placer, and that's basically exclusively what I'm using now. I'm a big fan. I am hoping I'm going to finish up this kit maybe here in the next few days, maybe. We'll see. I have been feeling like I have just sort of more, how do I want to put it? I feel like I'm wanting to reach for diamond painting more. Like I kind of go through phases sometimes where maybe I'm feeling more like diamond painting than others. And the past week I have definitely been in more of a, yay, I feel like diamond painting, which has been really nice. I've had a couple of days that I've gotten quite a lot of diamond painting in, and that's just been good as far as, it feels nice to make lots of progress on a kit, even though I'll always say that it's not a race. It should just be about what's bringing you joy and enjoyment, and whatever you're hoping to get out of the craft, I hope you're getting it out of the craft. But yeah, seeing this come together, that probably is another reason why this kit hasn't felt tedious, is because I did make a lot of progress in a shorter amount of time than I had otherwise been diamond painting recently. I did put together a little poll for my Patreon members to help me decide what dragon kit to work on this month. And I think that there is a front runner. I'm giving it another day or two, but I basically gave them an option of 3 different rainy day kits from my stash. And rainy day kits, this is this concept that I came up with to this name that I came up with for my kits that have some sort of special meaning to me, that I want to sort of save and savor and hold on to work on at, a time that just for whatever reason feels right. Whether it's something like I need a pick-me-up, or I want to celebrate something, or just because it feels like the right time and I don't want to just have a bunch of rainy day kits in my stash that I don't work on, any number of reasons. But I decided to, narrow it down to 3 different rainy day dragon kits in my stash. And they are The Universe in a Jar by Randall Spangler, which was one of the very first dragon kits that Diamond Art Club, one of the very first Randall Spangler kits the Diamond Art Club had. I don't remember if it was the first or the second. It was that one and Flight of the Fireflies. And it's the first kit that I remember actively, eagerly waiting for Diamond Art Club to restock. I would say it was my first unicorn, but it wasn't a unicorn because it wasn't something that had actually been discontinued and wasn't actually technically hard to come by. It just was out of stock. So I won't call it, a unicorn, but it was the first kit that I was sort of actively watching for a restock, and was very excited when it did come back in stock. And I still, to this day, I really, really love that artwork, where a lot of my personal taste as far as diamond paintings go has shifted away from Randall Spangler's artwork, which I think he's an incredible artist, and his artwork is so, 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 so cute, and there's so much of it that I adore. I did go through a phase where I was buying basically every Spangler that Diamond Art Club released, and when I realized that they were releasing a lot of his work, I decided that it's like, okay, I can be pickier then. I can just get the ones that are really speaking to me and not really overdo it in my stash, because I don't know about you guys, I have collector tendencies, and I've had to in a lot of ways let some of that go for sake of practicality, for sake of my budget. As much as I've wanted to go, I will always buy every single piece that comes out from this artist. For a while, that was actually Chrysabug for me. But then I realized, no, kind of similar to Randall Spangler, it's like they're releasing so much of her artwork that I can be picky. And there is so much of her artwork that speaks to me that I can really try to just get the ones that I would be bummed if it were discontinued. Or it's just artwork that I really, truly could see myself prioritizing working on. So, like, for example, I didn't collect all of the Chrysabug Zodiac series because I didn't see myself doing them, and I don't need 12 kits that I probably won't do, in my stash. I don't have the space for that. As it is, we are desperately in need of getting some sort of storage unit or something, just because as our kids are getting older and as Adam and I have like side hobbies that are continuing to just sort of accumulate stuff, and really a lot of it is me and my diamond painting, we're running out of space like nobody's business. So anyway, where was I going with that? Dragon kits that I narrowed it down to. I got sidetracked talking about collector syndrome. But that being said, are any of you guys collectors as well? Are you like, oh no, I need to collect everything in a particular series? Or do you collect and buy everything from, this artist? Or do you collect things that aren't even diamond painting related? I was just talking to a friend about a little bit getting back into and rediscovering just sort of in my own closet. I went through a phase where I was collecting like some Disney related like handbags, like Harveys and like Loungeflies and Dooney and Burks and stuff, and just sort of rediscovering my little collection, which I haven't really been using in quite a while. But yeah, no, I like collecting, but I also try to be practical about it. So anyway, Universe in a Jar was one of the options. The second option is called Soulmates and is by Raven Phelan, and it's a white dragon, and it's a gal that's like sitting in the middle of the forest. I think she has pointy ears. It's implied that maybe she's an elf, and that is special to me, not only because I think the artwork is so beautiful and evokes such really nostalgic and beautiful emotions, but also was the very first kit that I had as a sneak peek back when Diamond Art Club reached out to me to ask me to do sneak peeks for them almost 3 years ago now. And so that has always had a lot of special meaning to me too. And so I'm feeling like this might be the year that I want to work on that kit as part of kind of the Year of the Dragon. So I included that in the mix. And then I included the kit What's in Here by Amy Brown. And that one, I've always loved that artwork a lot. I remember seeing it, I think the first time I saw it was probably on like AliExpress, like an unlicensed version or something, and being really drawn to Amy Brown's kind of watercolor soft style of artwork. And I just think that piece is so adorable. I mean, it's got dragons and books and a hot beverage of some sort. I don't know if it's tea or coffee, but I really think that artwork is adorable. And so I think I think that one is currently in the lead, actually. And so one of those 3 kits will be my dragon kit for April. And I don't know, you'll either see me working on it in next week's WIP and Chat or the week after. Because I also would like to work on that Autism Acceptance Month kit from Diamond Art Club that I unboxed last week. And I have to say that you guys really are the best. You're so sweet and so very validating and affirming. Just, I felt very seen by you. And I know that I also have some fellow neurodiverse friends among you, or you have a loved one that is. But you guys, it was either or both on my WIP and Chat last week, and the unboxing that I posted of that kit had suggested, why don't I work on that kit during a WIP and Chat, and I can also in that talk about my own story and what it's been like in the years since I got my autism diagnosis, and just sort of what that journey has been like, what brought me to that point, and just, I don't know, sharing a little bit more about that for those of you that are interested, especially because I know, I don't know, it feels like my generation and whatnot, there's a lot of particularly women or women presenting in my generation that just have gone undiagnosed. We're very underdiagnosed just because of, there's a lot of nuance to it really, but I think sometimes hearing about other people's experiences can help you sort of understand and get additional perspective for your own, I guess. So that being said, I did want to offer up for any of you that might be interested. I thought that I would, when I do that particular video, sort of have an Ask Me Anything portion of it and an AMA, where if there's anything in particular that you're curious for me to answer or to know, you're welcome to ask, and I'll answer if I feel like I can answer it, I guess. So you're welcome to leave any questions of that sort either as a comment on this video, or you can send it to me by email. My email is always listed in my description box, but it's just diamonds and washi, no spaces, no underscores, or periods or anything. diamondsandwashi@gmail.com, and I can even keep it anonymous and everything, and just as far as like, I won't say your name necessarily if I share the question that I'm answering, but yeah, feel free to let me know if you want to ask anything, and I'll do my best. But yeah, thank you so much for the idea and the encouragement to do that. I love that, and I think that's a great way to go about it, is to work on that kit while also sharing a bit about my story. So yeah, I think that those 2 kits, a dragon kit and the Autism Acceptance Month kit, will probably carry me through the rest of April. I am prepared to put this kit on pause to make sure that I have time to finish, particularly my dragon kit for the month. I want to make sure I, if possible, get in that finish before the end of the month. So I think I'll be good on time, actually. So we'll see. We'll see how quick these last 2 rows work up. What was I going to say? In case you missed it, I was just going to put a quick little reminder in here. In case you missed it, the Summer Within Masters announcement has gone live. And just a reminder that if you're thinking about participating and if you want to be ready to start right on June 1st when the event starts, since if you want to start a kit then and you don't have one, if you're thinking of ordering a custom, I would definitely say to do that as soon as you're able to, just because typically custom kits do have a turnaround time of some sort. And even if you ordered like right now, I don't know if you'd necessarily be able to guarantee it's in quite on time. So I'd just say, yeah, you can join in anytime though. It doesn't have to be right when the event starts on June 1st. You can certainly still, enter for weekly prizes and stuff, even if you haven't quite gotten your kit in hand yet. But yeah, I'm still deciding on my part, but I have a number of kits that I can go ahead and start off the event with that aren't necessarily a custom. So it's like, I have options. It's okay. If you're on a budget, I recommend checking out Michael's, the craft store, if you live in the States. I think Canada as well. The Make Market brand, they have some old masters kits that would qualify. They have a number of like Van Gogh kits, and I think they have like some Monet. They had a few, I think they had a Klimt, like a Gustav Klimt even. And those are incredibly budget friendly and not too huge either. I'm planning to work on one that I picked up a few months ago. I'm planning to actually work on that kit during summer with the masters, and I'm excited about that. But that's a budget friendly option. You know, I try to really offer a variety of options, because I know we all have a variety of sort of, you know, financial circumstances and whatnot. And feels like there's something that isn't quite the right size. Okay, no, it's okay. That's all right. I love how snug these drills sit. It's so satisfying. So yeah, that's happening. And then I really enjoyed putting together and doing the actual unboxing of Dragon Seasons from Enabler's Outpost. That video went up today, which is Sunday, and I went ahead and included a picture of myself holding the canvas for scale, just because that's always fun to do with these really huge kits. And I mentioned as much in the unboxing video, but I wasn't necessarily planning on actually working on that kit this year, because I just didn't know if I'd have a large kit like that. Felt like I had the margin for it, I guess, like the time and the energy. But then I was, you know, going through it, and I was like, there's a lot of color blocking in here, and it's round diamonds. If I did like one part of this per season, I feel like this is actually completely doable. So I may end up working on that one after all. I don't know. I love how it looks though, and I saw that the original artist for it, Emma Casey, had worked on it and completed it in 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, I would love to know. I wonder if she tracked how much time she actually spent working on that kit, because that would be fantastic to hear how many hours did it actually take. But I just thought that was fun. And then I had been poking my head around a little bit. I'm trying to remember what prompted me to do so. But every once in a while, I'll kind of poke my head in on some other diamond painting sort of communities that are out there. I used to think that it was mostly just like Instagram and YouTube, and, you know, a bit of Facebook as well. But there are active like diamond painting communities on like Reddit and TikTok. And it's so fascinating to me, honestly, to see there's very distinct differences in sort of the vibe between these different spaces. And it's, you know, it's good, because then it means, oh, there's more options so that you can find your people and find your vibe. I feel like this ages me, even though I'm the ripe old age of 35. But I just feel like TikTok, I feel like I'm too old for TikTok. It's a different pace. It is kind of a different energy. Everything is just really fast and zippy and everything. And the real short form content. And I just go, no, I think YouTube is really more where I thrive. I remember trying to do some kind of shorter form content like Instagram Reels. And just the amount of time you spend on editing and everything for that, I feel like it's way more than you spend for YouTube. Or maybe I'm just used to how, you know, the YouTube, that rhythm works. But I just thought, oh no, okay, I'm not going to try to add TikTok into my scene. And then there's, you know, like the subreddits, and there's Facebook, and it's just interesting. I love noting and noticing kind of the differences and the people that are drawn to those, and the sort of energy there is there. But yeah, I don't know, did you guys know that there are active diamond painting crowds on these other spaces? I'm sure there's more that I'm not even thinking of. And there's Discord communities too. But yeah, I think that I'll stick to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. That's where you'll find me for the moment. Oh, Twitch. There's Twitch too. But yeah, I just really random little observation for me. I thought it could also be a good time to do a little bit of a mental health check-in, I suppose. I like to do these from time to time. I just like to see, okay, how are you guys feeling? Are you taking care of yourselves? Are you drinking your water, taking your meds, going to therapy, doing all the things, going outside, getting some fresh air, whatever it looks like for you. I hope that you're able to find ways to take care of yourself. And if you just needed someone to check in and ask how you're doing, then that can be me in this video just now. I try to be really transparent here about mental health, and I feel like you'll find that a lot of creators here on YouTube will say the same. I actually love that this is a community that seems to really be trying to promote like taking care of your mental health and acknowledging that. I think the reason that a lot of us were drawn to diamond painting was because there are so many ways that it helps with our mental health. And so I do love that this is a space where I feel like a lot of the stigma behind struggling with your mental health, it's not as strong a stigma as it is in some other spaces. And so I hope you're doing okay. I hope that you are taking care of yourself. I hope you're being kind to yourself and knowing that like it's okay to like not have it all together. It's okay if you just feel like something that should be really easy and just shouldn't be so much work or be so hard, and it just is, like, that is okay. If you're feeling like you just can't get it together, that's okay. And, you know, there are resources out there that can give you some support if you feel like that's something you can tap into. I have been, the past week in particular, I've been hit hard by some physical fatigue, a lot of like really low energy, and that's in large part because I'm anemic, and I am working towards taking some steps that should correct what causes that for me, that I won't get into here, but at least not right now. But this past week I just have felt very low energy, and sometimes even like just sitting at the table to diamond paint every once in a while feels like it's a bit much. But then I'll get like spurts of energy and bursts of energy where I'll be like, okay, no, I can sit and diamond paint for hours. But it's made it harder to just sort of like do more, physically speaking, like get things done, like clean and take the kids to the park and stuff like that. This past week has just been harder. And I do feel like when I am more fatigued and low energy physically, that I feel like that does have an effect a bit on my, that can have an effect on my mental health. And I try to be aware of that and do what I can. And I also, something that I know has been like ongoing for me and has been something I've been realizing more and more is just how much my home really truly does, like this sort of the state of my home and how I feel in this space really does affect my mental health as well. I'm crossing my fingers and knocking on wood and praying and all the things that things go as they're planned for this week. But we have someone scheduled to come out and build and replace out our kitchen cabinets that we lost to water damage last year. It's just a couple. I've been talking with them quite a lot the past couple weeks and working out all the details, making some trips to Home Depot to pick out, countertops, all sorts of stuff. And they are scheduled to come out and do all this on Thursday and Friday this week. And I just am really, really badly hoping that it's going to work out. I feel like I am just going to feel like a new person when I have that back, have my kitchen sort of back to normal, and our downstairs bathroom as well. We're going to have them replace like the vanity that we had lost to water damage as well, and a couple other small things. This past year with having our kitchen partially in not there, these cabinets missing, which has been for a variety of reasons, a lot of it financial, is I just have been really become that much more aware of, okay, no, this is this is really, really having an impact on me. And so I've been really trying to make my home a space where I just feel very, very comfortable, very at ease, and like it's a life-giving space, I guess. So yes, fingers crossed. Once that gets done, then there are a couple other things that I'll be anxious to do as well, like get that storage unit, get some stuff out of here that is taking up space, because clutter stresses me out too. And with 2 kiddos running around, the mess and the clutter is real. So I'm hoping to really kind of streamline things and get things tidied up a bit, especially when I have those kitchen cabinets back. But yeah, so there is that. And I also know the difference that like medication and therapy can make on it. I'm not a medical professional, you guys. This varies wildly from person to person, but I am a huge proponent of therapy. I will be a broken record to you guys quite often, and I'll be the first person to say I think everyone should be in therapy. Everybody's got something that they need to work through. You can be the most well-adjusted person ever, and I promise you still have something that you need to work through. And what in the world harm could therapy possibly do? But yeah, between my therapist and I both, we've had to miss the past couple of weeks. So I'm like, these are good like maintenance check-in sessions. I'm missing that. And so I'm hoping, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do this week either, because we're having all that home construction done. I might be bumping us to next week. I'll be glad to get to chat with her and catch up. But it's good to just know that, like, okay, each week, especially towards the end of each week, I have someone I get to check in with and gets to help me, there's something I need to process or work through. And it has really helped me get a better handle on my own, anxiety, depression, various challenges and things. And bless you. I'm feeling some allergies too. I need to dust. Or maybe the seasons are changing or something, or the rain maybe. Anyway, so yeah, a little mental health check-in. If you were kind of feeling on the fence about doing something that would be a step towards taking care of your mental health and you just need a little nudge, I guess you could, if you want to, you can consider this your nudge. So keep being kind to yourselves, and do your best is okay. Your best is more than enough, you guys. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. So as far as some updates with the kiddos and what they have been up to, I'm really tickled. I think this is just the cutest thing ever, because this is the first time it's been the case for both of them, and it's happening this year. But they both have field trips coming up in the next month, and I just, when I got those permission slips at home, I was like, oh, field trips. This isn't something that they've gotten to do before. I don't know if it's specifically the school that they're at or what specific programs they're in. It's, they're in, they both have, I'm trying to think how to word this. And I started stumbling over my words. They both have special needs, and they've, shifted between different kind of classes that meet those needs. And so up to this point, we haven't had field trips on our radar. And so those are coming up. And my oldest is delighted. He was talking about it. He's like, yeah, we're going to get to meet the mayor. And I was like, oh, I haven't even met the mayor. I'm playing it up a little bit for him. And he's so excited. He thinks it's going to be so cool. I think they're going over to just to see some city things, and he had brought home a book a few weeks back that was talking about all about the history of our city, and he was eating it up. I was like, man, I would think that I would find books like this incredibly dull, but I love that he is really into it. It's really cute, so he's excited for that. And then I just got something home, bought a permission slip for my youngest. I think they're going to more of it's like a park or something, but they're not going to no, he's much younger. That age would not appreciate like going to meet the mayor at all. Like they would not care. But anyway, I just think that's fun. It's like one of those things that we haven't gotten to do yet, and I don't know. I think those kinds of things are neat, and I like that my kids get to take part in that. And we're still right in the thick of IEP season, which if you work in the schools, like if you're a teacher or a school psychologist or a speech therapist, you guys are seriously superheroes. I cannot imagine the amount of work and time that goes into these. Just from like the parent perspective, it's a lot. I just can't imagine doing this times however many kiddos you have that have these reports and assessments due. I am, as we're approaching the end of the school year here, I am extremely curious to see, because we don't actually know just yet what the next school year is going to look like for the kiddos. I'm not sure if they're going to, say, yeah, let's keep with mainstreaming Connor, or I'm really hoping they're not going to recommend a different school for us to go to that has a better program fit for Micah, which of course we'll do. But it's been so nice to be where, at the school we are this year, and I hope that we're able to stay there. It depends. I know that they're going to recommend whatever they feel is the best fit for the boys, and we'll go with that. It's a team effort. But if you're the parent of a kiddo with special needs and you're in the midst of this sort of IEP season or transitional season, I hope that things are going well, and that it's a smooth transition all around for you. It's been fun to see. The boys have really been into specific things recently. Micah, my youngest, has been obsessed with all things Super Mario lately, which has been really fun. I had picked up for Easter to put in his Easter basket. The Easter Bunny brought a book that was a little golden book, but like Super Mario Brothers themed. And he reads that multiple times a day and just thinks it's the best thing ever. He plays like Mario games on the Switch. He was just delighted earlier today when I was trying to distract him from something he was getting frustrated about, and I was like, okay, let's try redirecting for this time, this strategy. And I thought, how have I never thought of this? I just opened up YouTube on the TV and searched for Yoshi, because that's his favorite character at the moment. And the way his face lit up, and we watched some Yoshi YouTube videos, and he was just the happiest kiddo ever. So I love that he's super into Mario right now. And I'm telling you what, he just turned 6 and he is better at some of these Mario games than I am. Come on, did any of you grow up playing Super Mario 64? That game was hard, right? No, this kid, before he'd even turned 6, had earned like 25 stars on his own. Like zero help from either. And there's no like handicap on this game. No, he's just figuring it out and on his own, and no help from me. I remember when I looked over in my job at the floor when I saw that he had just zipped right along through that game. I thought, well, okay then. And then Connor, he's been really into trains for a while, but he has been pushing really hard on it lately. He is asking us, because he has a birthday next month, he's asking us very specifically for a railroad crossing, which we've gotten him like railroad crossing toys before, but he is telling us that those just aren't quite right because they don't have any bells on them. Like they're not realistic enough. And the way that I have scoured the internet for something that would fit the bill for this, because this was an ask that he had for Christmas, I've had to tell him, like, buddy, I'm having just a hard time finding a railroad crossing that has the bells on it. He has this very specific thing that he is looking for. And And he's like, well, just search it up on Google. That's one of his favorite things to say when we're not sure about something, if we don't know the answer to a question, or if we're saying, oh, I have to see if I can find that. But just search it up on Google. Okay, buddy. When I was your age, Google didn't exist. And you know what we had to do? No, I don't say that. I'm not, but I'm so tempted to. So yes, I'm gonna start the hunt for that. I think I need to just, I don't know. Like I want to see, I mean, goodness, we live in Southern California. There's so much that is within driving distance of us. I have to think that, like, is there a train museum or something nearby that might have something like in a souvenir shop? I think I'm going to have to really dig and deep dive on this, because this is one of the only, like, non-electronic related things he's asking for, because his other big thing he's asking for is Robux. He is really into Roblox, and so he's asking about, like, can I have a Robux gift card? And it's like, well, there'll be that. He does a lot of reading too, which I love. I don't know if this is a whole series or not, but he's been really wanting to reread over and over this book. There's something in the title about a two-headed chicken, and it's like perfect for his age group. What's the series name? I don't remember. It was one of those ones I picked up at Target that I just thought, well, this has a really silly name. I have the feeling he's really going to like it. And he absolutely has. So we'll probably get him some books too, but yeah. I go on the search for this railroad crossing toy, like with the bells, like the mechanical bells. Not just like the lights that light up. It's like he wants the bells. And I think he's wanting like functional bells that'll make a like ringing sound. Yeah, trains have been a special interest of his for a while. Like, he watches a lot of YouTube videos. He knows specific locations where, like, railroad crossings are and the specific exact kind of bell that it has. He's like, this is a WGS, WCH bell type 2 or something. It's very specific, and I love that he's really into it. It's funny because he's asked sometimes, can we go to, and then he'll rattle off the name of a completely random city and state, sometimes in a different country even. Can we go to here? And I'll be like, is there a railroad crossing there that you saw on YouTube? He's like, yeah, I want to go see it in person. And we'll just, one of these days, we will. We've taken him, and we've driven through a number of different railroad crossings that are near us, but it's just cute that he has these really specific ones he'd like to go see. So I don't know, maybe this summer, maybe we'll take some road trips and go visit some of these railroad crossings. We know the boys can road trip well, so why not? Why not? Now, as far as this little segment I like to do at the end of my WIP and Chats, where I chat a little bit about what I have been reading and watching and listening to. Feel free to leave in the comments below if there's anything that you've been loving in any of these categories. But for me, I don't know that I have anything terribly exciting to report. Reading wise, I have just been continuing to add books to my reading list, but not doing a ton of reading myself. I was going to ask if any of you had been following any of sort of the Fairy Loot controversy over the Throne of Glass special editions. I saw that they posted an update. I don't think it was to their stories. I think it was on their like actual feed, that they've delayed the release of the special editions, and it's like now TBD, because I'm guessing they're making some changes. They got some pretty significant backlash. This is another place where just I saw a very big difference in sort of TikTok versus Instagram communities. I saw like some criticism on the Instagram posts, but I hopped over to TikTok because that's what I was. This is so convoluted how I'm going to describe this. What happened was, I watched some YouTube videos to listen to sort of recaps of the drama, for lack of a better word. And as I'm watching these YouTube videos about it, it's referencing things that are happening like on TikTok and Instagram. And so then from there, I clicked over to see, what is going on over there? And like I said, while Instagram, there was some criticism and some things that I felt like were said kind of harshly. TikTok was take no prisoners. Oh my gosh, those comment sections, they were so brutal. And I just thought, oh wow, this is not like, this is really, really rough. People are being really, really, just coming on like really strong. My goodness. So yeah, I noticed that. I am not on board with the level of vitriol that was directed at the artists specifically, because I'm like, they were just like, I'm positive that they were given specific, what's the phrase? Not copy, but they're like, whatever Fairy Loot contracted them to create, and also would have gone through Sarah J. Maas's, like, her people. It's like, this isn't on the artists. I don't think that the nastiness that was leveled at them was called for. Though I understand the concerns, the frustrations, I just don't think the way that people behaved was appropriate at all, especially because some of those artists have since said, I'm never creating or sharing like art in this fandom ever again, because holy toxic fandom, Batman. Like, it was bad, and I don't blame them at all. It's kind of a bummer when things that get really wildly popular, like the Sarah J. Maas books, when the fandom when there's a few bad apples that just make everyone go, okay, no, I want nothing to do with this fandom, because it's just so mean girls, toxic, like nasty, like no, and I don't want to be a part of that either, honestly. But anyway, that was sort of adjacent to my reading, I guess. I'm curious to see what Fairy Loot ends up doing with these special editions in the end. The price point is probably going to be too much for me if they keep that same price point, which was it was $200 just for the first 4 books. So $50 a book. And these are the smaller books. And I know I would want the whole set. It's a lot. It's a lot. If my husband has headphones off, I'm sure that he heard that and is like, excuse you. So, anyway, maybe not.
No comment.
Yeah, there it is. And then as far as what I've been watching, I've been in a little bit of a show hangover since I finished Supernatural again. But I was asking for some recommendations from friends, because I'm kind of feeling the itch to maybe try like a new anime. And so I have like a little list of maybe some anime shows to try pulling up on Crunchyroll or something like that. But nothing super exciting. I've been watching a lot of YouTube, but it's been like, I don't know, some booktube things, some like kind of drama recap related things that are not at all diamond painting related. It's like just sometimes it's booktube or book talk related things, but yeah, nothing really exciting to report in here. And then as far as listening goes, I right now really just am gearing up for the new Taylor Swift album that's about to come out. My body is ready. I don't know if my heart is, but I am so curious to see and listen to this album. I will probably sit down and listen to it, start to finish a couple of times, and then kind of decide what I think about it. But that's coming up. That's going to be here before we know it. So yeah, that's those updates. And then as far as what I have coming this week, I have some sneak peek unboxings for you guys. I have I'd like to do another review, try to keep getting caught up on my post reviews I need to do. I would like to try to do a small shop haul if I can fit that in. And then I think that is probably going to about do it as far as videos for this week. So pop those diamonds. Some videos that you guys are used to seeing, but hopefully things that you'll still find really enjoyable and helpful. Enjoyable and helpful. So thanks for spending the past hour or so with me, you guys. I always look forward to getting to catch up and talk about the week and what's coming up and whatnot. I really hope that you're doing well. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, how about a book emoji, since we since I spent some time talking about books here towards the end. How about some sort of book emoji? All right, you guys, we made some good progress. There has been some color blocking in here, and we've only gotten into 2 colors. Everything that has been placed here has been either 939, this really, really dark blue, or 823, which is a slightly lighter blue than this one, but still very dark. Yeah, no, there's 2 different shades of blue going on in here. You can kind of see it, the difference. But yeah, so let me know in the comments how you've been doing, anything fun you have coming up this week, what you were working on while we chatted. And oh, just a reminder as well, if you have any questions that you would like to ask as part of the Ask Me Anything I'm offering for my, when I do a WIP and Chat, it'll either be next week or the week after, I haven't decided yet, where I talk about autism and my experience both as a parent to autistic kiddos and my own journey towards getting a diagnosis for myself. You're not going to hurt my feelings or offend me or anything like that. You can ask anything. I can't promise that I will answer anything, especially if it is related to my kids, because I really try to very much protect their privacy and be respectful of them. But I welcome any questions or thoughts that you guys have. But I don't know if there's any accessories that I really have to give you a little mini review on. I'll be sure to check back with more on the Diamond Art Club putty and my thoughts on that. Everything I used today was great. It was nice to get back to a cat-proof tray. It had been a while since I'd worked with one of their trays, so I'm really glad I pulled that back out. This nice big tray has just been perfect for zipping through this multi-placing. So, all right, you guys, have a great week. Remember to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you here, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.